Hello everyone, welcome back again to another video. Today I'm going to make a review about a movie. It was released last week, but since I was on my holiday to Japan, now I watched the new Japanese horror movie Exit 8. And what I think about it, I think it's a really good movie. I think it's a great psychological horror movie. It's not a horror about demons, ghosts. I mean, obviously, if you already played the game, yes, this is a movie based on a game. It's a game turned into a movie. You already know that it's about anomaly. It's about found out like the anomaly. You know which one is the difference. Spot the difference. Spot the anomaly on each. I guess you could say station or place, but it's the same place. So it's like I guess you could say that it's kind of monotonous and boring, and it does show in the movie. But okay, I think I'm just gonna talk about the things that I don't like and the things that I can see how people don't like this movie or probably won't watch this movie. So let's get that out of the way, and then I'm going to talk about the things that I like. So the things that I don't, and I can see how people don't like it, but to me, it's this is the movie, right? Is the tone, the setting, I guess. Yeah, the setting. The setting, there's only two different settings, and a lot of times it's just on the station. It's just on the underground train station, and that's it. It's on the train and the train station. That's it. Nothing else. I mean, there are some scenes that shows like obviously different settings, but it's just very, very short and very quick. It's just for like a one scene only. But most of the time, most of the movie is set on the infamous Exit 8 station, the one that basically is just looping, and the main character, needs to find out which is the different. Like, what is the different? Is there an anomaly? Jesus Christ! Is there an anomaly? I'm sorry. Is there an anomaly or not? And if there is an anomaly, they need to go back. But if there isn't an anomaly, God, it's so hard to speak. Jesus, they need to go forward, go further, deeper, and the main character, can understand the progress by seeing the changes on the sign. There's a sign. There's like a number, and if they're correct, they're gonna go to 1, 2 until 7, I think, and then after that, it's just quit. It's already the end of the game. But if the main character fails or the character fails, it will just go down to 0 again. It's simple. It's a simple premise. But yeah, the one thing that I can see people don't like this movie is the slow burn of this movie and the whole setting. It's the exact same setting for about 1.5 hours, I would say, 1 hour and 30 minutes, and it's just that. I can see how people be like, "Wow, this is so dull. This is so boring. It's slow burn. Like, where's the horror, right? Like, ooh, what's the horror? What's the horror about this one walking guy that's like just have the exact same reaction and face, and some of the times the anomaly becomes this man and get close to you and just smiling, right? I can see how people watch this and be like, there's nothing scary about this movie, but I think there is a different kinds of horror in this movie that I actually very appreciated, which I'm going to talk about later. And the other things that I actually don't kind of like is the character and some stupid moments. So, in this movie, it is clear, it is stated, it is shown that the character can just take a breath on the safe station, on the place where there's the sign that shows on what level are they. They can take a breather there. I just don't. I don't know. I guess I can understand, like, these people, obviously they are stressed out and they're confused. They are like weirded out. Like, where the fuck am I, right? Like, why the fuck there's the same guy, going out in and out again? There's just some weird anomaly shit going on. Like, there's some weird stuff happening, like raining blood and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like they could have just like take a break a bit. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Sometimes some of the character do some stupid stuff that makes me like face palming and stuff like that, like chuckling even. Like, why? This is obviously an anomaly. Why did you forget the rules? Why didn't you just take a breather? Why didn't you just slow down a bit, right? There isn't like is this not like the back rooms where there isn't an exit at all, or there's like a monster chasing you. There's no monster here. It literally just, you need to understand where to go, and obviously the place that you shouldn't go. You never should have gone there. You can't go there. If you go there, you're gonna become like part of the anomaly. It's just kind of stupid, but that. And then there's a kid character here. I think he's a great character. I mean, like, he's acted really well as well. The boy actor does a really good job, but I just don't understand why he didn't speak until there's this one moment where the anomaly is about him, and the main character, saves him from that anomaly, and after that they talk a bit, and he trusts him, and he starts to talk, and instead he doesn't talk with the older guy. Now then again, I guess you could say that there's something going on, that why the kid trusts the main character more than the other guy, right? But I don't know, it feels kind of stupid. Like, why? Like, why didn't he talk with the guy if he wants to go out from the station? I don't know, man. I just couldn't put my heads around it, but yeah. And that's it, honestly. Other than that, I think I enjoy this movie. The thing with this type of movie that only has one setting is that you need to have great character and you need to have great story, which I think Exit 8 has both of them. The characters, I think, are wonderfully developed. I think the audience will care about them, about the story, and also they are well acted. They're actually really are well acted, and they are really great actors, even though I don't think I've ever saw them in any of the Japanese media ever. But yeah, the kid, even, I think he's done pretty well as well. The anomaly, yeah, you can say the CGI, some of the CGI are pretty bad, but honestly, it's alright. It doesn't take me out of the movie, I think. And I really like the foreshadowing. If you watch this movie, watch the very first minute. It's like on the Twitter post, and I think you can see some of the posts. It's like foreshadowing the anomaly in this movie. So yeah, that's that. I think the story, the social commentary about Japan, work culture, the society there as well is a bit on the nose, a bit too much, a bit easy to read, but it doesn't make me feel weird about it. Like, yeah, sometimes it's like okay, I get it. I get what they're trying to say. They could have went a bit slower, a bit not slower, a bit not there on the face. You know what I mean? Like a bit subtle. Yeah, it's like subtler, more subtle, whatever. But yeah, and then they bring about the traumatic tsunami incident again, which I think it's quite overdone in some of these movies, which is, I don't know, for me it's a bit overdone because I've seen quite a lot of Japanese media that's like, showing obviously the traumatic incident of like tsunami, the earthquake, whatever, like all of these natural disasters. Obviously they are traumatic stuff, but it's like, do we really need to have this type of scene again? I'm fine, but it's a bit like, we can move on, right? Like, this 2025, I feel like they don't need to do this imagery, but maybe, just maybe, it is supposed to tell the story of a certain character. So that's it. Yeah, honestly, that's it. That's the review. So after this, I'm just going to talk about the spoiler. Oh, but obviously before the spoiler, I'm just going to say I think the movie is great. It's very, very well done in its horror, especially psychological horror. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna give this a movie an 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's an 8 out of 10. It's really good, really well made. Go watch this movie. I'm sorry it's a bit late. It's 1 week late. I just got home from Japan, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and now let's go to the spoiler review in 3, 2. Okay, spoiler review. So the movie itself is basically at first it tells on the perspective of like a game perspective, like the found footage perspective, but then changed into a movie perspective, which I thought was pretty interesting. I guess it's supposed to be like, oh, this is like a nod that it's a game. It's a first person shooter game, FPS. Yeah, you get what I mean, right? And it's basically like that, but later on it changes into the movie, like a movie perspective with camera and stuff like that. And I think it's from the very start, it's quite on the nose about the criticism on Japan work culture, social culture, even on, you know, the, how should I say this, like community issue, I guess you could say. So let's talk about it. The work culture. I think it's trying to say, it's criticized that it's basically part of a routine. It's dull. It's boring. It's doing the exact same thing again after again and again, day after day, day after day, and it's just the exact same thing. Hence why I'm guessing the subway station all look like dull, the same, this monotonous grayish tone. Even the clothing of the characters as well are pretty toned out, like not, you know, not colorful, not bright, which, you know, it's on the team, right? And then on the subway, on the train, most of the people there are like wearing work uniform, like office uniform, like working attire. And yeah, after being in Japan, I can tell that does happen, but thankfully I only get that experience on the morning because, my God, it's basically cramped. It's cramped, man. Like I couldn't move. My whole body's being, you know, like my whole body is touching other person, other people's body. Like it literally is. It's so cramped. I couldn't move at all. So yeah, I can see that, right? But obviously, this is a tone of the movie, right? And I guess you could kind of say it's not realistic, but I didn't criticize that. I don't think that's part of the, you know, like why making this movie become a terrible movie or whatever, or why making my score into an 8. I think it's just, you know, obviously it's just a theme for the movie, right? So that's why I don't really care. But, you know, obviously if you want to make it like realistic, I think it's quite unrealistic to make it like everything just like wearing this grayish tone outfit. Like I went to Japan and it's like there's tons of tourists, obviously, people wearing colorful clothing. There are tons of students that, you know, still wearing their uniforms. Heck, even on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, it's a bit like, huh, like why there's only. But you know, then again, it's part of the movie. It's part of the theme of the movie. That's why I didn't even bring it up on the review. But whatever, it's just a point. It's just a thing that I want to point out. But yeah, that's it. And then that happens, and then he get off from the train. He got called. Oh, basically on the train, there's like a mother with a child. The baby was just crying, and they both got scolded by this one guy who's like very angry, like at them. And the main character is listening to a headphone, listening to music. He looks at, and he just doesn't care. That's basically what's happening, and everyone else doesn't care. And yes, that does happen in Japan. I went there, and yes, there's tons of people on the train who just glued to their phones. They don't really care about other people. They just glued to their phones. I mean, yeah, some are not glued to their phones, but majority are. But, and then after that happens, he got called by his ex. Turns out his ex is pregnant, his ex-girlfriend is pregnant, and his ex-girlfriend is like asking him like, oh, you know, this happens, this is your, you know, alluding that, you know, he's the father. But she's like, do you want to be the father? Because the doctor needs to know and stuff like that. He's having a panic attack, he's having an asthma problem, and he just doesn't know what to do. He just, you know, he's confused, he's ambivalent. Ambivalent, is that the word? Basically, he just like doesn't know what to do. He just confused. His anxiety is on the roof basically. And then he got out and he got stuck to the infamous exit 8. And that's the whole story. And it's been shown that there isn't a phone signal. This became important later on. So he got stuck there, and then he he basically run around, goes in a loop, meeting with the same guy, walking again and again, and obviously confused. He got angry, he got scared, and then he realized he would look at the board, the signboard, and he realized, oh, he needs to find an anomaly. If he finds an anomaly, go back. But if he doesn't find any anomaly, go forward. That is simple as that. And he took a pretty intelligent thing to do, which is he grabbed his phone and he take a photo on each object. So there's posters, there's the sign, and then there's like ventilation, like multiple doors, and then there's like other signs and the walking guy, right? The walking man. He took photo of all of them, and then he goes past, and he does it, and he successfully get to floor 1, I think. And then he opens the camera again, the gallery, and all of the photo is just completely fucked. It just turned into yellow and just completely like error everything out. It's really cool, and honestly, it's a pretty intelligent thing to do. And basically, he gets stuck again and again. The breaking point is that he gets to a floor. I forgot. I think it's the 5th or 6th floor. I forgot. Is it 5th, 4 or 6? I forgot. But he got to a point where he got called by his ex-girlfriend. And all I could think of, my God, this is an anomaly. This is an anomaly. Brother, like, you cannot, like, at the first of the scene when he got stuck in the platform, in station, there's no signal. Why is he... This is what I mean, right? Then again, I get it. Maybe it's stress, right? Maybe it's like, oh my God, thank God, finally. You know, there's hope, right? Because of that, he keeps going forward, and because of that, he drops down to level 0 again. And then he gets angry and mad. It's like, why? It's so stupid. It's a stupid decision, right? Which I guess you can argue. It's like, it's so dumb. So he gets stuck there, and then later on, he meets the boy, and then after that, the boy, we get to a perspective with the walking man. Turns out the walking man is actually a human. But he's a human, and then the person who's walking is not a man, but it's a schoolgirl. So there's some creepy stuff happening there as well. The schoolgirl becomes like an NPC as well on one point, and she becomes creepy as well. But basically at one point as well, he doesn't follow the boy, and the boy didn't do anything. The boy literally just didn't speak. I think he just stand there looking at an anomaly, but he doesn't look at the anomaly, so he grabs the kid and he goes forward, and because of that, he drops to level 0 again. And he's so angry and pissed off. And then on the next level, where he goes straight forward, he sees the exit. He sees an exit, a stairs to upwards. And basically, there's also a point with the girl, the squirrel girl, where he's like talking about like she's like talking about like are we in purgatory? Are we in hell? Are we dead? Right? It's basically all of those. And then he just runs to the upstairs. But the boy realized, obviously he knows that's an anomaly, so he left. What happens next is that I'm guessing he dies. He literally becomes an anomaly. Or maybe it is a dead place. Maybe it is a purgatory where, you know, those who goes to a certain anomaly just gone, just become an anomaly in itself. But those who can escape become alive again, I guess, who knows. But that's happening. And then the boy, met with the main character, and they start working together. What I love about this scene is that the relationship, and obviously later on, he kind of like sees himself as a father to this child. I think it's a very, very heartbreaking moment, and there's like one point towards the end where after like this tsunami thing happened, there's like an anomaly where it shows like many rats with human body parts. I'm sure you guys have seen some of the posts on the internet where these pink mice have like human body parts attached to it. And there's like this anomaly about like this brown water, like this brown water-ish. Turns out it's like a tsunami. And then what happened is the station is just filled with, you know, a lot of like trash, basically like boats, refrigerator, those kind of stuff. It basically is like a tsunami, the traumatic tsunami incident, the infamous, you know, that happened in Japan, right? Basically that happened, and then he escapes, the kid escapes, the kid thinking that the main character already died, right? So the kid just passed, he escapes, and the main character is still alive, and then he escapes as well. And then finally, at the end of the movie, he finally accepts. Because at first he just wants to go to the work. He just doesn't know what to do. He just wants to go to the work, but now he knows what to do, and he's going to meet with his ex-girlfriend to the hospital. And then on the train, it's mirroring the very first scene, and in making, kind of like showing that it's kind of like a loop, but this time around he breaks the loop. He finally, instead of keep hearing music, he pulls off the headset, and then he goes towards the man who's get angry by the baby crying. I think that's implying there, because it does seem he just like goes toward the place, the man who's get angry by the baby crying. So yeah, that's what it is. And I think the story is just trying to tell about, like criticizing that, and also I think there's like a two theory about it. I think the kid is just also a random kid who gets stuck there. I think the schoolgirl, I don't know if you guys heard that. I hit my desk. The schoolgirl is just like the walking man, where it seems like she gets stressed out, she gets confused. Basically, she went to a place that you should never go, and because of that, she becomes an anomaly. And then the same thing happens to the walking man as well. I think that's what happened, and he just imagined himself having a kid, and the kid is the boy. I think he just imagines that obviously with his ex-girlfriend. Because I think the mother, the main character saves the boy from like a mother, like the boy's mother as an anomaly. The boy is trying to reach the mother. Obviously, he doesn't want him to reach the mother because she's an anomaly. And then basically he saves him, and that's how he starts to talk to the boy, and the boy starts to talk to him, and they both start having conversation, and the boy starts to talk. Because I thought the boy is a mute, right? Turns out he's not. But yeah. Anyway, so I think that's the first theory, which I think is most likely. But I can also see a theory where it is like a time loop. I think the walking man, is either his father or his older self. Like his older self. I think it's supposed to be like his father, maybe, I don't know. And then maybe, because like remember his father is like gone. It's this, like his backstory is the same with the boy's backstory. The two have no father. The two have mother that when she get angry, she's like a monster, but it's like they know that she loves them, so it's kind of like, is this like a loop thing? Is this child is supposed to be him, but obviously when he's still a kid, and then the old man, maybe it's him, but on the future. Who knows, right? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the loop thing. That's the second theory. Also, there's another third theory, is that it seems like the loop, the Exit 8 station, is about showing one's sin or past or trauma or fear. And it seems like the boy fear trauma seems like maybe his family, his father, or maybe his family got fucked by the tsunami. I don't know. It seems like it, but who knows? I don't know. And then there's a cat. There's a cat there. I hope it's an anomaly, because if that's a living cat and they just left the cat, because the cat run past them, and if they just let the cat go and turns out that cat is a living being, I'm gonna be so sad, because that is so dark. Like, imagine the cat just stuck down the loop. Oh, that's so fucked. But yeah, that happened. Because we know that the main character got a call from the ex-girlfriend, and that's an anomaly, basically. There's like that whole scene on the first act, I would say, second act? I don't know. But yeah, that's happening. And then the old man, it seems like maybe his sin, because he starts getting paranoid when the schoolgirl starts talking to him, and she's like, oh, maybe we are in hell, maybe, do you have a sin? Is that the reason why, like, the reason why you're stuck here? I'm guessing you have like a terrible sin. And he's like, oh god, how did you know? But obviously he doesn't say like, how did you know? He's just like traumatized, like scared. And then she's like, no, I'm just kidding, right? And he's like, oh. But then later on, he's like, oh god, like, I want to get out of here. Those kind of stuff. He got stressed out. It does seem like, I'm guessing his sin is maybe he cheated his wife. Maybe he's a predator. You know, maybe he's a pervert. Maybe he is has assault a schoolgirl before. Who knows, right? A student, like, yeah, right. Who knows? It seems like it's alluding that way. But yeah, you when you watch this movie, you can kind of tell there are some theories that are happening. But I don't know. I just believe that the walking man is a different person. The schoolgirl is a different person. The main character is a different person. The boy is just a different person. That's just my opinion. That's just my theory. But who knows? Maybe there are actually, like, there's some, like, there's a canon story out there that I just didn't know. I don't know. Who knows, right? But until this point, the story that I understand is just that. It's about a man who's, cannot decide if he wants to be a father or not. He needs to work as well. It's about commentary on the social and the work culture in Japan. It's a commentary on, you need to man up, you need to face your past, your sin, whatever, right? And the trauma of the tsunami incident, all of the natural disaster that hit Japan. Yeah, so you can clearly tell that this movie is more of a psychological trauma horror movie instead of a ghost, a demon, an anomaly. Heck, I don't even think I don't think there is even a single anomaly that's like super scary in this movie. I think the scary part is, I guess, the man who just like keep walking, and later on, like, he's like keep smiling and just like following you from behind. That's pretty scary, but like, it's not scary to the point of like, oh my god, it's the scary shit ever. Like, it traumatized me. But yeah, there you go. That's it. I talked a lot about this movie. It's already almost 27 minutes, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it there. It's a great movie. Watch this. Absolutely a recommendation. I love this movie. It's pretty short too. It's really short too. It's 1 hour and 36 minutes, I think. Yeah, it's banger. So yeah, there you go. That's my review for Exit 8 film. Sorry for the late of this review. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys subscribe, like this video. Comment down below what you guys think about this movie if you already watched this movie. But if you haven't, please watch it. It's a really good one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I see you guys on the next video. Who knows? Maybe next week, hopefully. But yeah, until then, goodbye and see you later on the next video.